sniper. So switching it up, it's the choice, right? One or the other. But they do get a little bit of that flank watch for themselves. 100 Thieves now without that Cypher, without that Killjoy, foregoing that flank watch. So you kind of have to do that in more of a personal manner. You are the movement to reveal the map. Nothing else can be behind you, but I'm sorry, nothing else besides your utility, right? So you always have to retake a position if nobody's there. It makes it a little bit more difficult. We'll see how 100 Thieves goes about it. That was a lot of words, Alec, but I think we got the point across. We're in the game.
All right, so we're seeing a cloudburst early on and a flash over into A-Long to push off the two members of Sentinels that were peeking down long initially in Shazam and THIEVES. That allows them to get into short and work their way up. We're going to see a heavy fight for A main control. THIEVES is going to... He dashed in. They had lost short control, and he still manages to get a kill on Ethan. Steel's going to trade it out. Shazam back sight as the reinforcements continue to arrive. Zoms is here. Shazam gets another one. The spike is down as well. And the thing is, they're not even at full strength yet, right? Like, look at Dapper. Dapper's just now getting onto the site, but the round's over. Another pistol win for Sentinels.
I saw 100 Thieves loving the fast strat, and I think it's tough against Sentinels because they're so ready to be mobile. They float between positions before a committal, so you get... Wait, why are there 3 here on pistol round? Did they counter us? It's just their positioning. And you still saw 2 members of 100 Thieves running down this hallway that we have an eye of right now to go long. Those 2 members died long right after everybody's short died. So, yeah, they were going quick, but Sentinels isn't going to let that happen. You almost have to use full power to get into these sites now.
They're ready for this hit as well. Look at that, man! Like, what do you do to that?
You get a tissue. Oh, nice shock dart!
Sick already good for 1, and THIEVES on the flank, just ripping him apart. He gets 2. You mentioned the shock dart from Shazam to get another one as well, and Nitro's left alone. He had slowly, quietly crept his way up. C-Long. Now he's alone in a 1v5. So, you know, you don't really expect a whole lot, given that they lost the pistol. And it's also, it seems like the more teams play Haven, the more a hit on B just kind of becomes telegraphed at that point, right? Like, because of the chaos that often ensues around the site, that's where teams who have a gun disadvantage kind of want to play. But as we saw at the opening of the round, Sick was ready for it, man. The curveball, tap, that's done. Left, right, good night.
Yeah. Nope. That's nope. It's like a mini operator. Just firing out 50 cals. All right, coming into round 3. Almost out of freeze time here. And a few buys. Spectre there for steal, so he can look at full util and whatnot. Spike in the hands of Ethan. See if they try to go fast on this. Remember, they don't have too much watching their back. And Nitro goes down immediately.
It was tough to say if he was trying to fight Garage or trying to get away, but again, this like fast hit. The gravity well is beautiful. THIEVES is there. It seems like... It just seems like deja vu from what we previously saw, just with better weapons, right? Like 100 Thieves is down to scraps again as they continue to get picked apart. Ethan's left alone. He's got the spike, but he can't really get onto the site. It's good for 1, good for 2. Okay, but that's all he's going to be good for. Shazam cleans it up. Sentinels, once again, for the 2nd map in a row, absolutely obliterate 100 Thieves' economy early on.
And that you can't really scoff at that take for 100 Thieves. In the end, you can. You're saying, yeah, well, they lost. But you think about it, 1 ran in. If the gravity well wasn't there, they perfectly had the perpendicular angle watched and their left watch. That should have been a win for the peeker. But instead, the gravity well comes in. Sentinels changes it up. It's not just going to be a regular peek, and all of that just turns into chaos for 100 Thieves. Sentinels continues to pull the rug out from 100 Thieves as soon as they're trying to hit the mark.
Broke yet again. THIEVES with the Blade Storm, and look at the aggression. Has already worked his way up long. Cleans a shot up onto Steel, who's watching the alert. So now if you're 100 Thieves, in case you didn't have enough to worry about to begin with, you've got to make sure that there's no wraparound, and that's going to be on Nitro because THIEVES continues to flank. But for 100 Thieves, they've managed to get their way onto site. Let's see what else they can do with it. They have to upgrade weapons. You see the pings are starting to come out. It's Nitro and Osmo who both upgrade as Ethan gets the spike down.
A little scrappy to start this one off, but 100 Thieves likes the result. Now they do have a Blade Storm to look at if that gets activated. Shazam using the drone. That's before they go into the site. He says one at least to the right. We can identify Asuna.
The Seekers were invested
They
as
let
well.
loose.
Yeah, so the Seekers were invested. Hiko doesn't have any shock darts, so there's nothing to kind of play off of. You're just going to have to win these fights, and that's an excellent start. As Ethan gets 1 on to 10s, Blade Storm offline. That's terrifying in its own right. 2 members remain on the side of Sentinels. As the spike continues to tick away, make that 1. Crispy shots out of Ethan as Zoms is left alone, and it looks like 100 Thieves have taken a little bit, but they are going to get on the board. Still at a 2-round deficit, a thrifty round win for the boys on attack.
That helps out quite a bit. They find a way through the armor of Sentinels here finally a lot earlier than what we see previously, and it's due to the eco round. That means, the thrifty round, that means the aim hitting a little bit more. They may not have all been headshots like that, but they're starting to connect for 100 Thieves, and that's something we weren't seeing in the first map. Sentinels was always first to the shot and first to the kill.
All right, so you've got 10s with an op here. We're seeing the same early presence around A main, and I think it's going to be a story for a long time as they invest util. There you see Steel clearing in a little bit with the knife as he's holding down the angle, waiting for 10s to peek. Just narrowly missing that, but the problem is, because of that timing, if they have to rotate back towards A, you're walking into the 10s op, right? That seems so minor, and that seems like such a tiny detail to look at, but A is a significantly more difficult area of the map to take now because of that timing window that was swapped. Oh, that's a big shot from Steel!
They need it. Every bit of that, they need it. If Sentinels pushes 100 Thieves, things become much easier for 100 Thieves, and that's what that operator's waiting for. They're saying, if you want to keep peeking, perfectly fine. We'll hold positions where we can take advantage of that. Mid starts to get taken because you lose 100 Thieves knows the map has to spread. They start to take agency.
So they've worked up the middle of the map. You see Shazam has taken the spot that Tens just had. Didn't upgrade the weapon, but he was spotted by the knife. So they should have a decent idea of where he's at. You see Nitro's working around back in spawn as well. The timing's going to be there as the spike goes down. There it is. Nitro takes care of Shazam. Now 100 Thieves are in a much more comfortable spot. They have full B control. They have somebody playing offside as well. And you see Asuna working his way back. Right, there's really not a whole lot that's safe here of your Sentinels. This is a beautifully well played round by 100 Thieves.
Dun, dun, dun.
One spot.
One enemy remaining.
Easy kill. Another one. Saw it. There's the timing. Little falling in the way of 100 Thieves this time, as opposed to what we saw on Icebox. So 100 Thieves now starting to rack a few together, and now they'll start to string together those ultimates that will help them get the advantage we saw Sentinels get when they were playing on split last map in that 13-2. Now 3-2 here, much different as we come into round 6. And finally, once the guns are in the hands of 100 Thieves, they start to make an impact. Steel with the ultimate as well as the operator still. Blade Storm up for Asuna, and they face 3 ultimates on the side of Sentinels.
They've already met their round goal from the previous map. Let's see what else they can do. As 10's early space taken away across long. The MO is not changed, right? And that's what's fascinating. Even with the gun disadvantage, their game plan remains the same. Steel's able to clean up that easy kill onto 10s, and that should give them a bit of room to work on A. Look at how they're having to invest in Trailblazer to make sure that there's nothing on short as well. So now they have a loose bit of confidence around A. That's all they've got so far.
Slow peaks. Sentinels aren't taking too much ground. They are now in mid. Double team as they start to come out. That's a quick peek by Asuna. Doesn't expect another one mid. Oh, he's looking left, right, timed. As Zom starts to push out. And now Sentinels can start to pick up a few guns.
Paranoia comes out. The alarm bot's going to give it away along with the Nano Storm. Nitro's going to be packed up a little bit. Not too worse for wear. Remember the gun disadvantage here on the side of Sentinels. It's just Dapper left with a stinger. As it's, again, been a very good round here from 100 Thieves. Dapper has to back up. You see the ult coming out from Steel to clear space. I wonder if, I mean, there's really not a whole lot to save here, right? No reason not to go for it.
I'll be down. Get some exits. And then you know you did a little bit more damage at least.
Revealing area.
All right, so while this round ticks out, tell me this, Rib, what is it that's different? What is it that's working for 100 Thieves?
Frags, and they did forget about what happened the other game. They're not afraid to keep moving. The thing that also works out here is when we saw Steel able to get an operator on the last map on Icebox, he went down instantly. He was in the back of the site, peeked out from heaven, and taken, I believe, by Sick almost immediately once they did get into the site. So knowing that that's doing a lot more work for them leaves Sentinels with less options. The moment you lose a player, rotations have to happen. You think about it like the infield of a baseball diamond. If somebody moves, you move to cover that spot. So if you lose one, somebody from B has to rotate over to A, or at least float differently so they're not in the site. We saw 100 Thieves pick up their first round that way, getting into B, taking more agency there after they got a frag. And you'll see Steel continue to look for this operator shot, and then they'll go again for slow play.
All right, so you've got the run it back in the pockets of Steel. The Blade Storm out from Asuna. Shazam and Zoms have a couple as well. We saw the investment of Util. We saw the Gravity Well, the Dart. Now we've seen the Trailblazer and the Flash as well. I cannot stress the importance of fighting for A main control, and you can see the team and what they're willing to invest into that to keep it. A beautiful shot from THIEVES. 100 is going to come out from Shazam as well. I don't think it tagged anyone. No, it was blind.
Careful now.
You also see the Seekers coming out as it looks like 100 Thieves are going to work their way onto C, and they're going to get on there. The Seekers, there's some util to slow them down, but there's no presence.
Yeah, holy util used. 100 Thieves want this. Like you said, nothing hits, but Sentinels are ready to retake. Almost full util coming back in. They do have the run it back, and here comes Sick.
Pop Flash coming out. Nitro able to clean up the first one. Oh, but the Cosmic Divide just narrowly saves the life. Dapper swinging around. Dapper good for it.
Oh my gosh.
As he's looking for more.
Oh.
The timing. It's a flawless round from Sentinels. They played a little chicken back and forth around the wall, but it went in favor of Sentinels. Back and forth map so far.
Yo, both Cosmic Divide retakes in Split last map and Haven this map have been disgusting by Sentinels.
One enemy remaining.
Just so well played. Yeah. Oh, that timing. Awesome stuff. Really great use of that ability to just retake a site. Know you're forcing the hand of your opponent. Anytime you can force the hand of your opponent, you have the advantage. And Sentinels is so good at forcing the hand of their opponent.
See the Dapper playing in a slightly different spot. Heavy Killjoy utility investment towards A this time around as Nitro has gotten up to something a bit more cheeky. They're going to work the middle of the map, and it looks like they're going to try to push in towards B and take some A cut control, which seems like what they've done so far. Steel in a great spot to get another, and he does just that. Keep an eye on THIEVES, though. THIEVES, he's got the op. Playing just on the other side of the wall. Spike ticking away. Well, the barrel! THIEVES stuffs the barrel down his mouth and cleans Ethan up. Looking for a second on the Hiko. Spotted him. Has an idea on the third. It's like from the shoulder. Hiko able to trade it out, however, as it drops down to a 2v1 Sick. Got some util. Flash to pop around the side. It was pretty. It was gonna be gorgeous. But Nitro's able to clean up the kill 4-4 to open things up on Haven.
I love that. It's something, you know, in the beginning, flashes even turned, still got you pretty good right in the retina, but now that you can kind of work with that, throw one behind you, play a little trickery, I love seeing that again. So, 4-4, as they start to tie it up. Sick was not able to grab the last two frags there as 100 Thieves putting up a little bit more of a defense, and they are not working the operator anymore around the map. We'll see if this slows them down. And again, remember, 100 Thieves is either kind of in this, we're either committing or we're not. Once they're in a position, everything behind them has to be retaken. They don't have a Sentinel back there. They don't have a KJ. They don't have a Cypher. Nitro goes down as they're watching. THIEVES push right up long C to open up the round.
And again, them getting that kill feigns the possibility of additional pressure coming in from behind them, so they have to play that a bit more timidly. Their attention is divided, but it seems like 100 Thieves are perfectly okay with that as they get 2 onto A. They manage to get the spike down as well. The resources from Sentinel slowly but surely make their way over, and not a moment too soon as Sick gets one onto Hiko.
Fast timing. Sick takes a shot to the face as well through that wall. Gets himself healed up. Oh, just a lip. 1, 2, THIEVES! picks it up for a 3-kill on the round and a quick defuse. Oh, he gives it up. What a broman.
Good guy to get Sick one step closer to having that run it back online. Now 1 point away from that ultimate. Man.
That was something else.
I mean, and it like the impact. Go ahead.
I was gonna say cross map, right? That's where he started. He's like, oh, I got one over here. Maybe they'll go, hey, let's end up over there, right? And obviously he kind of just balls to the wall into the site first, but you know your team is behind you when you're doing that, and that's what makes it so dangerous. Is you have tens being this sentry to come flying out, and the team to come back them up.
Dapper has that lockdown, and we were talking about Sick being 1 point away. Now has that run it back online as it got for A orb control. All right, Seekers have been used. They're going to go on to A. Here the run it back has been used by Sick. He's going to get cleaned up instantly. Not going to get a ton of value. A little bit of damage, but that's it. Those Seekers are so good, too. Oh, the Gravity Well. The Gravity Well pulled them off. They're still not able to get the spike down. Asumi's going to get cleaned up. They might have just bought enough time to completely flip it on its head. Numbers advantage still in favor of 100 Thieves as they mop it up. What a round from Steel. What a round from 100 Thieves. The Gravity Well almost looked like it was going to cause the havoc to throw the round in favor of Sentinels, but an excellent response.
It was a little bit of the rinse and repeat, and this time they rinsed a lot better in sight before the Gravity Well was really able to do too much. Remember the first time Sentinels used that on the entry. This time 100 Thieves coming up clean. Steel finding the frags. And they looked fantastic on that one. And that's exactly what needs to happen for 100 Thieves as well in this map. Last map was they just got ran over. So to be able to come out with those rounds, show that the last map does not affect them, is huge for the mentality. And fans love to see it as well. 100 Thieves putting up a great fight on this second map of Haven. And that's what we were expecting between these two teams.
And you can tell they're expecting that aggression. Look at how far Tens was. How far up Tens was. The Trailblazers is what gave them away. But they're expecting some of that aggression. Now it's going to be a hot and heavy hit on to C. The lockdown has been used. Try to get the spike down. The 100 Fury is going to come out as well. Shazam and Tens are able to get one apiece. Even playing right around it. Able to get one, but that's it. Hiko looking to keep things up as Shazam is left alone in a 1v2. The spike did manage to go down. Shazam is going to have to take the fight to Hiko. He has one shock dart left. You know he's got lineups. And it's a nade as well from Steel. Such good delay from the remaining members of 100 Thieves. He's going to have to stick it here. The flash was there. There was not a whole lot else he could do. Steel gets 300 Thieves take the lead.
Steel is locked and loaded these last few rounds. And I think 100 Thieves kind of got this, bug in them that's saying, we go quick, cause a little bit of chaos. If we do take a few out, that's an instant yes for us to keep going with that plant, get out. It seems like every other round that they don't get a frag, they were just too timid. And now they're definitely starting to find a little bit of ground in the 100 Thieves that people know. 6-5 here versus Sentinels. Let's see if they can grab the 7-5 and take first half.
Heavy presence towards C early on. The Blade Storm online. Amasina Sick is there. He's going to be delayed. He's just going to dash anyway. I think he spotted one. No, he's not able to land the blades. Sick wins that dual. Nitro trades it out as they try to get onto C anyway. The Marshall wasn't Marshall. Actually, it was a classic, but it doesn't matter. The results are the same. They get the kill. They're still going to try to. They're just trying to brute force their way in.
One enemy remaining.
That's what it is. Take a few out. Keep it going. If it works, we'll stick with it. It's hard to turn around. You don't have a Cypher Trap. You don't have Killjoy stuff guarding your back, so it's always forward here. And that forward put them at an even 6-6 here as we go to the second half. Let's see what Sentinels can now do on the attacker side as 100 Thieves puts up this defense.
The attack tied up 6-6. I'm Doug, and with me is Rivington Bislin III. And Riv, just a couple of moments away from kicking this off. What are you expecting out of Sentinels?
I feel like Sentinels is not going to give an inch. I feel like they're still going hard already. It looks like they're going to be flying out towards mid here. This is 100 Thieves versus Sentinels, but I feel like once they get a few guns, they figure out where 100 Thieves might be playing Sentinels again off the rip.
Oh my goodness,
Okay.
look at this from 100 Thieves, right? Like, they full send mid, they're able to get one, it got traded out, yeah. Numbers advantage still in favor of Sentinels, so they may have actually bitten off a bit more than they could chew. The early aggression from 100 Thieves proves to be detrimental as they're now down to Sentinels have full control of the map. As, of course, as I say that, Tens tries to take some space and Hiko cleans him up, but they should be able to get onto A for free.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Oh, just shutting them down right away to know that it's safe. Not wasting any time. Quick destroy. Sonar bolt. Oh, wow. They're not leaving anything to chance. Takes down Hiko. Nitro with 2, and Dapper comes in for 1. Doug, that was just kind of quick. I took it from you. But what? I figured they'd wait for a moment, but they just wanted it as soon as that swarm grenade went down.
Yeah, and I think it felt like a foot race on the way to A. I mentioned that they were going to get there relatively free, and they did, but you can tell 100 Thieves were just so close. I think that nanoswarm certainly did help, but the paranoia that came out, 100 Thieves wanting to go fast certainly made that spicy, but Sentinels were able to walk away with it again. I believe, quote me, tell me if I'm wrong here, but I believe that's 4 pistols for Sentinels in this series.
Yeah. Yeah, because 100 Thieves have been able to come up on a few of the gun rounds. Or, I think one of the thrifties. Sick, looking for that pick once again. Feels confident at that shot. A little shorty in the hidey hole. And looks like that may come to use if they are going to be able to get down to Asuna at this point. Ethan pulls him in, runs away. Asuna's there to say hello, good day. I don't think anybody's going to bite just yet. Sentinels are playing very, very very slow considering.
Swarm grenade out.
Yeah, I absolutely agree here, but it looks like they may have found an opening towards C. They're playing full retake on C as the ult orb goes into the pockets of Sick. They're going to get onto C just fine. You've got an alarm bot to ensure there's nobody pinching in from the middle of the map, but for 100 Thieves, they have 2 players flanking around through defender spawn. Dapper has to be careful here.
Spike planted.
On the other side of the box, Dapper's been spotted. Ethan looking to deal some damage to Jumping Classic. It's a party as 4 members of 100 Thieves were invested to clean Dapper up. Zombs comes around from the round corner, cleans up 1 as Tens does so as well. Asuna and Ethan are taken out. The paranoia is great, but it does not matter. Shazam gets 1 onto that. Steel's left alone. He's got nothing but a classic.
How many are there? Finds 1. Oh, takes 1 in the face right through the wood there. And it's just going to be tough. Gets the armor off, so that's nice. Take a little money from Tens. Not that it's really going to matter for the Jet. He always is going to be saving up for that operator if that's what his choice is. Anyways, we'll see what they decide to go with. 8-6 here. It is Sentinels grabbing the first few rounds. Let's see how they start to divide what would be our first gun round here. Asuna, the Dragon up in his hands. Let's see if he makes this one work. He's going to be starting off at short, then possibly a long A shot if he goes for the quick switch.
Now, this is a very pivotal round because this is also, like, Sentinels have won the pistol the following round, and then they've broken, right, on the bonus as well, and they've done so consistently. This is another opportunity for them to do that with how close the map is. If you're 100 Thieves, you can't really afford to have that happen again. So Asuna slowly creeping his way up short. He's got a great spot with the op, but the drone might spot him, actually. Oh, the drone's going to give it away. He's got to dash out.
Oh, they're running.
Yep, there may not be a Hunter's Fury, but there is a Tens with the Spectre, and they're going to hunt him down. Now they're going to have the op to access into A. But
Spike
Hiko
down A.
going to stuff the push yet again. Dapper's worked his way out with the Spike, and Hiko playing around. Hell yeah, he lands the shots on him. Cleans up the Spike, drops that down.
That's
1
huge.
member remains at Shazam. He upgrades the weapon, but he doesn't have the Spike. And they know where he is. And as the round continues to tick away, there's more presence from 100 Thieves.
Coming so quick behind. The utility Shazam's going to be able to hear those guiding lights coming up quite soon. And they get him on the 1 suppress, so they're going to know what angle.
They think he got out. Look at how they pulled off. They think he's already rotated out.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh, if he
But
goes
then-
back, I mean,
seconds left.
Steel will hear it.
That suppress hit.
Yeah, but I think they probably thought it would hit on him cutting out from underpass. So, like, they thought he was already gone.
Maybe? Now, yeah, they're headed back to A.
Out, Shazam. Just just on the cusp of something really cool. But excellent discipline from 100 Thieves. You saw Steel never really rotated far off the site anyway. He stayed pretty close by just in case there was some monkey business happening, and he was absolutely right.
To see what that angle was he threw. Maybe the edge of it hit and not this center, like it was in A when he chucked that. Because he was always in that corner. The quick few trades. Hiko with a beautiful job here. He's been having some trouble getting those frags to go in his favor. There, plays it nicely around the boxes to pick up a few for the team and help that round go towards 100 Thieves as they're now 7-8. Asuna still with the operator. We're gonna get Zoms. He's just holding his sheriff out. What does he got? Is he just sheriff?
Yeah, I think that's all he's got.
He's cruising. All right.
Tough times on the money situation, at least for Zoms, but the rest of his team's in a decent spot. But look at how they've already taken some damage, right? Like, both Dapper and Tens have taken a little bit. Their light armor off. The early push towards C, just a little poke and prod. Not going to have anything this time around.
Ultimate for Hiko. Ultimate for Nitro. They can get wherever they want on this map with damage or with agency of one of their players.
Oh, that flash is big.
Oh, Sentinel's going to do the B in and out. Tens doesn't have spike. Oh, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Never mind. Yes, he does. I looked incorrectly at the player list, so that'd be a smoke inside. Quick plant, dash out. Does Hiko let it happen?
Six gonna have to come up big here. The ult once again not able to provide much value. Nitro's already using the From the Shadows, but it's been canceled out as he's gonna have to go all the way back to C. Meanwhile, on the site, the spike is not gone down. Ethan's gonna get cleaned up as well. 4v3 in favor of Sentinels as they try to continue to work their way into the site, but the spike is down there, and there's no easy way in. An excellent paranoia from Nitro as he's able to get Zoms as well. Things up. Dapper on the lurk. Dapper with the kill. That's a big one. Asuna. Asuna with the up. No!
Oh, no!
Misses the shot. 10 seconds left. The 103 is going to come out now, and it's all about delay, but Shazam's able to tank the first. Yeah, he dies, but the spike goes down. Dapper just with 12 health. Sick is in an excellent spot. He's here. Sick with the swing. Sick gets cleaned up. Huge kill from Hiko. As Dapper's now left alone again. He's only got 12 health. Hiko and Asuna are in a great spot here, too, just patiently waiting things out. They don't have to rush anything. They find Dapper. Hiko gets 3. The defuse is going to come through. We're tied up again.
Another Hiko KO. Just what a triple kill hat trick from him that round. 100 Thieves are absolutely vibing now with the way they're retaking, understanding the moves that they can make, identifying when there's an issue and what they need to do to take that round. Being able to get in, take the planter down, and get out, a little bit inside Sentinel's head for that, because Sentinels is just saying, we can get in, we can plant. They did that all before firing their sonar bolt, so they didn't have any vision behind Nitro's smokes. So 100 Thieves taking great advantage of the utility that's not coming out of Sentinels in a few plays there. And those shots are starting to come through, which is what matters, Doug.
Sentinels once again, at least for Zoms, in a lighter buy, but really it's everyone in a similar situation here. Zoms does have a Marshall, but Sheriff's the rest of the way. Tens, Blade Storm, and Hunter Fury right behind him. Steel getting tagged up somehow. Stays alive, somehow doesn't die.
That was close. That was real close.
Very close. Oh, what a shot!
That smoke long C game is no joke.
Yeah.
Especially when you got Vandals or just op shots flying. Or, I'm sorry, Phantoms or op shots flying through there. You can only see one, and the other one's just peppering you for damage. Still Sheriffs and a Marshal for Sentinels.
Yeah, which is, I mean, given what's been invested at this point, if they can, just another couple of kills. This feels like an excellent situation for Sentinels as they're looking for more. Dapper's got a chance, and he gets it. Now he's got the lockdown online.
Nitro?
The thing is, the spike
That's
is late.
huge. That's huge.
Nitro's, yes, that's so big. Nitro's able to stop the spike. Now it's sitting on the floor, but they're going to be able to get back. Asuna is left alone. He's got an op. He's in a 1v3. And the thing is, Tens and Dapper are both weak. Shazam doesn't have any armor.
So smart.
And they're going to rotate all the way. Spike down. Shazam's the first point of contact. The thrifty round win for Sentinels. As you said it at the beginning, they're going to refuse to give an inch, and that's exactly what they've done.
It's tough to get through them. Honestly, the way that they played this one coming up, they saw Dapper be able to take out a few here. And when Sentinels can take that much room silently, it really weighs the round in their favor, even if they haven't taken anybody else out yet, because the way they then further play the round just picks apart how 100 Thieves wanted to defend. Nice job there, 9-8. Like you said, a thrifty one picked up. Let's see if 100 Thieves can bring it back to even.
If they do so, it's going to have to be in thrifty fashion, as they have nothing but pistols as well. First kill going in favor of Sentinels as THIEVES looks to continue to push the matter. Asuna just on the other side of the box. He's going to get cleaned up as Dapper gets 2. Ethan, good for one with the classic, but that's all he's going to be good for. Nitro's left alone, so it doesn't look like there's any sort of magic or heroics coming out from 100 Thieves this time around. 4v1, make that a 4v0, a 2-round lead for Sentinels.
All right, so this could be a rally coming up for 100 Thieves. I say that because we're looking at quite a few ultimates that are up, not many even on deck for Sentinels. They do have the Cosmic Divide, and we've seen them use that to win rounds, just that. But you do have 6 ult. Sorry, I missed that. So 6 ult's going to be up after that round almost if you can get an orb. But seeing these 3 ults should be able to be combined together or rallied between rounds here to get 100 Thieves back into a position where their money is something that they can rely on and not just kind of hope this round goes, because they'll be in pretty good money trouble after this.
Dart spots
Swarm grenade out.
Yeah, it looks like they want to fight through this. Nico wasn't able to farm the orb, so he's not any closer to having a Hunter's Fury in mind. But Sentinels have managed to take some authority towards long.
That's coming back.
So reconsidering here, Sentinels refreshing, drawing back the bots. Shazam is figuring out what could be happening in mid. So that's clear enough to take if they wanted to move up, and no one is pushing in on them either. 100 Thieves playing the close angles, though. They're not giving up what would be too much ground to these sites just yet. And no suppression there found on the 0 point from Steel.
No, you're right, but Dapper pushed in right after that, right? Like, you give off the idea that there's nothing going on here, and instantly that space gets taken away by 2 members of Sentinels. It looks like it's going to be a fake towards A, right? They're going to cause a bunch of noise, but the Seekers are going to give everything away. Ethan's Seekers should be able to spot a couple of players towards C, so regardless of the noise that's made toward A, they have to be pulling resources over. A Paranoia comes out. Nitro looking to try to tag things up as Ethan gets one on his arm so far. Looking for a second. Not able to do it. Nitro looking to reposition. Asuna with the blade storm. There's so much time it's been wasted. They're going to have to go on the site. They're going to have to do it now. But how many options do you have? Sentinels already managed to get through 2 of 100 Thieves. Steel's left alone. They're so weak, though. Shazam and Sick are weak, but it doesn't matter. Shazam gets 3. Sentinels get the round.
I love looking at the end of rounds like that. Shazam has 4 HP. Sick has all, and he's almost full healthy. Shazam peaks first with the confidence to still make that shot, knowing that if he doesn't, Sick's gonna, but Shazam still makes it. That's the confidence Sentinels has been playing with the whole time. 4 HP is 150 is 1. It's not 0. That's enough. That's basically the way Sentinels goes right now. A lot closer of a game, however, still. 100 Thieves, like I said, if they didn't get that one, it'd be a little tougher for money, but they do have the operator there, as we saw Asuna on the Frenzy just recently, so they could start to get this bankroll up. Let's see if it pays off.
They're playing so quickly through A main that Nitro smoke right off spawn, by the time it arrives, they've already taken that space away. Yeah. So that smoke that's there on your minimap, you see it's designed to deny information of what could be happening from short and long, but if you push through that before it even arrives, right, like all of that doesn't matter.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Drone comes out. Sick gets this ultimate last round with 2 kills, now using it here in round 20, pushing all of 100 Thieves back. Finds Ethan, gets a quick headshot through the box and leaves him low.
There, I mean, you look at him funny and he dies. Hiko drops as well. But they've gotten onto the site. Excellent use of Astra Util so far. Riv, I don't know that 100 Thieves have a way in.
It's just so the way they shut down a site is very difficult, and the time that it takes for any of their utility to go away makes the retake difficult. You're always in a pressured situation. A utility has to be used correctly, right? No second guessing. And the pressure that is put on these lets 100 Thieves know it's not worth the trade this time. They won't be able to do enough damage, plus get out alive. They're saving these weapons to go for the tie, to go for the overtime.
You see how so Nitro dropped another smoke. It was a later one, but it was tipped the other way. And because of that, Sentinels weren't comfortable pushing through it because they didn't know if somebody was waiting for exits on the other side. So you saw this funny moment where they were all huddled in right around that box.
Yeah.
Like, can we go? Do we go? Is it safe? And there was nobody on the other side, but just that like feigned moment of there could be something here and you have to respect it. That just demands so much attention. Sentinels, map point.
All right. So 100 Thieves will definitely have the util all across the board here. They're reaching into the bank. I mean, Steel can't even upgrade the light armor on this round. He's still at 23. Let's see what they've got.
Oh, that's certainly going to help things. Nitro getting the first
Big
onto
start.
Sick. Yep. Nahiko's got Hunter's Fury. Shazam does as well.
They can cuss.
And I love the counter use of the Trailblazer in exchange for the drone, right? Like that creates space and it's essentially given right back.
This little wall spam onto 10s to drop that armor down on the Jet. He's one away from ultimate. Looks like, again, mid's going to be the work for Sentinels. They feel like they pressure a bit of the map, and what happens from B is that starts to spread out. Nitro looks away as soon as he crosses the mid B. Unfortunate timing there. We'll see if they can keep it going in. Pushing through, Dapper just dodges out. And his own team on Shazam ultimate. And that's fortunate for Ethan.
Yeah, the spike is down there, so they thought they had room towards C, but he was just sitting there like a rat and never left the space. And now they're going to have to go in for like a search and rescue mission to get that thing out. The flash is beautiful. Ooh. Ethan's able to clean it up. Shazam trades it back out, however, as the spike is still in garage.
I have the spike.
Shazam, always making a move. He says, I'm running, I'm getting it. We see one. That could be two shoulders. He might have been able to identify. He does! Dapper for two! Dapper for the win.
Dapper for the win, indeed. So Sentinels is going to be able to 2-0 100 Thieves, work their way to the grand finals. The first map was an absolute whooping on to 100 Thieves. The second map was much closer, but the outcome is the same. Absolutely incredible performance from Sentinels across the board.
And